Hey, and if you want to learn how to make outline text in Cricut Design Space, then keep watching because I'm going to show you how I made this really easy, quick purse in Cricut Design Space using outline text. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your Cricut machine and become your own designer. And today we're looking at outline text, and that's super handy if you want to make personalized things like purses. It's just a small little purse that's from Primark. They were really cheap. I got it in a set, and I wanted something to pop in my bag that I could zip open to pop stuff in. That was just, you know, the little things in your bag that you don't want to lose, maybe a lipstick and the bits of makeup that you want in your day bag when you travel. And I've made that. I just put Explore on the front. You could put names, you could personalize them, and they're just simple to do. So what will you need for this project? Well, you need a little purse. You don't have to spend a lot. I just got this little glittery purse from Primark, and you want some permanent vinyl. So I've got this Cricut permanent vinyl in a really lovely pastel pink color, and then some transfer tape. I've got HTV Ron transfer tape. This is just the best transfer tape because it's not too sticky. We're going to make the font in Cricut Design Space, and it doesn't take very long at all. Okay, so let's head over to Cricut Design Space and let's get started. So we're going to start by going into the text tool, and we're going to grab our text. So I've already chosen my font, and it's this Extreme Fonts Little League. To find it, you're going to go into fonts and you're going to filter for free fonts, and it's under the Cricut free fonts. So I've got my text box there. You can use any text you want because this works with all texts. And I am going to just type in Explore. So that is what I want to put on my purse. But when you look at it, it's a bit too close together because we're going to add multiple offsets. So we're going to start by going on to letter spacing and increasing the letter spacing. If you look now, you can see that they're just getting further apart, and that's what you want. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the offset tool. So there's my font. So click back on edit. I'm going to make my letters bigger because it just works better when you make the letters bigger. It's like they form better. So I'm just going to drag my picker along until I'm happy with the offset. You want to create a bit of space around it. Then you're going to create another offset of the same size. And you can see there, I might just drag it a little bit smaller, but you can mess with that. Move your initial text out the way, and you're going to slice both of your offsets, so one out the other. And when you do that, that's going to give you your outline. It really is that easy. Now pop your text back in, and you can select all, and you're going to weld it together. Once you've done that, we're going to add a heart as well, because I think we just want a little bit more detail under, because we're just doing it on a little cute bag. It's going to go in my travel bag anyway. So I'm going to go into the shapes bar and grab a heart. I'm going to size this to fit in the middle underneath my text. So I'm just going to pop that over there, and you can see when you get the red line that it's more or less lined up. But what I want to do is I want to create the same outline line on the heart as I've got on the text. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into edit, and I am still struggling finding it, and there it is. So click love, which is the offset, and you can see there that it's not really offsetting very well. Watch when I make it bigger. It fits around the heart more. I don't know why, but when it's bigger, it just does it a lot better. So I'm going to click apply. I'm going to go ahead and do another offset, exactly the same as before. Move the center, slice one out of the other, and that will give me my outline layer. Now when you pop that in, the red guideline will show you when it's central. I'm going to select all and weld it together, and then I'm going to position it under my Explore in the center and weld it together there so that it's all together. When I send it, it will cut in the right place. Here's a purse. So it's just a really cute glittery purse that I got from Primark with a little string on. One of those things that's handy to get in and out of your bag when you travel. And I've got this pink vinyl, which is perfect. So it's permanent vinyl, which is what I want. And I'm going to cut enough so that it fits on the front of there in a pastel pink. So it's quite understated. And we're going to cut that to fit on there. I'm going to do it a bit by eye. I'm just going to pop that over there on my guillotine, and it doesn't want to be too wide. And there is my vinyl, and again it wants to be about this big. And the reason I'm cutting it out like this now is because that's going to go on there. So once I put that on my mat, I already will know my measurements. And here is our mat. So I know that I want that to fit like that on there. We're using the word explore. I'm going to pop my vinyl there, making sure that it's quite straight. And I'm going to pop that on and we're going to send that to cut. So what we know now in Cricut Design Space is it definitely doesn't want to be above 4 3/4, and it's the width that's going to be the thing that's going to determine the depth, but I know that the word's going to fit on that. So now we can size it so that it is just above 4. The depth is fine. I knew that would be fine, and now there it is on the mat, so you can see that it's perfect. We've got the sizing just right. So now we can send it to cut. So I've chose printable vinyl. That's wrong, so I need to go back in and click on browse all materials and just search vinyl or permanent vinyl and scroll through till you find the right vinyl that you've bought. This is giving me all smart vinyl, so I'm going to take the permanent off and go back in and search vinyl. I honestly believe as long as you get something near, you're going to be fine. Sometimes there's just too many choices, and it didn't used to be this complicated. So yeah, I'm going to find just a matte or a metallic vinyl. It's glossy, so maybe something like that. Oh, there you go. So premium vinyl, that will work. And I'm going to just send it as default, because otherwise it will cut through, and you don't want it to cut through because it's quite an intricate weed, this one. So now we can send it to cut. It's cutting out, and I'm going to use some transfer tape to transfer it off once I've weeded it, and then we're going to pop it onto our bag. It's just such a super easy and simple project, and with the outline text it's going to make it just a little bit more effective. So we're all cut out. I'm just going to pull that off of the back, and you can just about see, even with the light, that it's cut out nicely. We've got our outline text. I'm going to also cut a bit, in fact I'll just do this with scissors. So this is the HTV Ront transfer tape, and it genuinely is the best transfer tape I've ever used. So I'm just going to cut a bit of that out. The reason I love it is it's not too sticky. It transfers without welding itself to the project, which, if that's ever happened to you before, is so frustrating. So which side? I'm going to put that on that side, and we're going to weed it. So to start at the edge, if you just use your hook and get it in the corner, that will bring it away from the edge. And I love this colour. It's a really pretty colour. And now I'm going to go ahead and weed it. And it's actually going to be a bit of a challenge, because you need to fold it to get in between your knockout text. So I'm going to just lift that there. Can you see? So I've bent it so it's lifted. So I'm going to have to do that with each letter, because you want the middle layer. Once you get your hook in, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So you've got to bend it over, push your first layer down, and pick up the second layer. And once you've got that, it comes away. So again, bend and grab. When I first got my Cricut machine, I used to use the vinyl projects all of the time, and I've just stopped. I mean, I don't think you need to be stuffing vinyl on everything around your house, but for stuff like this, it is really nice. And this is permanent, and I just love this actual method. So this would be good for iron-on vinyl sweaters. In fact, I might do one of those. It would be great for making cake toppers if you wanted to make a word, or card making. Obviously, it's a bit more intricate and faffy when you're cutting out on card, but it is all doable. So we're going to pop that on there. And now we're going to use the brayer to make sure that we can get the letter off. Now I can also use my scraper. Just want to make sure that you lift it away from the background. and we're starting to move. And there you go, we've got our letter off, so we're going to put it on this side. No, I'm not going to put it on that side. Not, I suppose it matters too much. I'm going to make sure it's lined up. So just a quick tip is, if I want it to sit a bit higher than that. So if I line my ruler up, I can almost, now look there. And this is what you've got to be careful of when you put it, is that you don't get any stray bits. So now that I've got it where I want it, I can take my ruler away. Probably a bit more to the side than I would have liked, but I suppose if you're holding it like that, that will be okay. So now I'm going to use my scraper. I have got it slightly off thingy, but I think once you've stuck it down and you're going to hold it like that, this is going to be perfect to pop in my bag. And when you peel off, a really good tip is peel it flat. Don't lift it up, because then you're lifting the vinyl a bit. If you peel flat back, I find it comes off easier. And what I love about these are glittery little bags from Primark. They were like £1 each in a set. Is that because you've got your double layer, it really just looks like it's part of it. I love that. That works really, really well. So it's just a great little bag to pop in your bag on holiday, so that when you need to keep those little bits together, you can. The only thing is that I have definitely not got it as central as I would like it. So yeah, just don't rush that bit like I did. Okay, so how did you find that? I mean, obviously get it more central than I did, because I did miss it. But you know, when someone knocks on the door when you're halfway through a project and you're videoing and the dogs are going mad, sometimes it just puts you off a bit. So yeah, I've realised and maybe spent a bit more time doing that, but I'm hoping that you did. And I'm not going to take out my mistakes. I could have done it on the other side and got away with it, but do you know what? We make mistakes when we craft, and it's nice to see other people aren't perfect too, because I am definitely not. I hope this helped. I hope that you find a use for the outline text, because there's so much you can do with it. You could even flatten it and make it as a print and cut project. I'm also going to make a hoodie with it, because that would be really good. It's a good font for hoodies. It definitely lends itself towards vinyl projects, because when you weed it out and you've not got loads of little bits, you're just transferring it off, which makes it nice and easy, and it looks really effective on that purse. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. I will pop some more tutorials below to help you get the best out of your Cricut machine. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.